How are we doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Guess what time it is? It's trivia time. You know how long it's been since we've done trivia? It has been a while. So if anybody wants to come in and talk to me about trivia, we're going to do it, friends. So thank you for being here. I gotta turn this thing here so I can see my count a little bit better. There we go, right there. How are we doing? Thank you for coming in. I know it's going to be a few minutes before everybody gets in here. So we're going to do all kinds of things. So we're going to do some things here to get everything lined up. Thank you for being here. I do want you to participate. However, I may need to change some settings here real quick on this right here to make sure that we are up and at them correctly. Let's see here. Let's see if I can figure out how to do it on the computer here, guys. So who knows? I don't know. We'll figure it out momentarily. Thank you for being here. And let's see here. Let's see here. Go to settings. I don't know. I think I go to my live. So I go to my dashboard. How are we doing, everybody? Thank you for being here. My channel. Da da da. That's it right there. I am live. And can I change it while I'm in here? Let's see if I can get it figured out, if I could change it. Because the way I have it set up right now, you have to be a subscriber for 5 minutes. And I want it to be right away. I want it to be right away. So I don't know if I can change that here or not. And we're going to try. We're going to try to see what we can do here. Not there. Thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. We're going to try to do trivia. But I have my settings wrong, and I want to make sure that we can get to where we need to go and everybody can get in here and play trivia. So you got to be a subscriber for 5 minutes. I want to do it where you got to be as just a single subscriber, and hopefully, there we go, live right here, and we're in here, live control room. Let's see if we can get it figured out. Let's see if we can get it figured out. We want to see here. La 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 la. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for the heart. Appreciate that. Let's see here if we can change this setting. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I'm trying to get to where I can change the setting where you don't have to. We're gonna try to do trivia. We're trying to get it to where we can have. You don't have to be a subscriber right away. I'm trying to figure out how I can change that. But I appreciate y'all being here. I'm trying to change it as I go. I may not be able to. So if you can hold with me for a few minutes, make sure you subscribe right away. And let's see. I'm trying to figure out stream settings. Maybe that's it right there. La 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 la. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, folks. Here we go. Trivia customization. I think under customization. Subscribers. Any duration. Save. I think we're good now. There we go. There we go. We're good now. So anybody right now that is in here, all you got to do is subscribe, and we're going to start playing trivia. Hey, Jaden, how are you, friend? Sorry about that. It was just a little bit off of script. We're going to play trivia here in a minute. So thank you all for being here. Let's get this thing back live here where we can see what's going on so I can read the chat. So I hope everyone's having a good day. My name is Ken. I am the Gummy Man. Hello, everybody. I am good, friends. Are we ready to play trivia? You guys are here early. You guys are here early. I got everything situated. So hopefully we can play trivia for about 30 minutes. Hey, Sean Bond, we're going to try to do some trivia real quick. Maybe about 30 minutes or so. I'm going to try to start doing this again. And hopefully we can have some fun. So here we go. First question of the night, guys. First question of the night is, where is the Great Barrier Reef located? Where is the Great Barrier Reef located? All you got to do to respond, all you got to do is answer. Be the first one to answer with the correct answer that I'm looking for. Hawaii is not correct. Jaden with Australia is the correct answer. So Jayden_. BRD2. You have 1 point. You got 1 point. You are in the lead. You are in the lead already, friends. So there you go. Let's freaking go, right? All right. Next question. This is a simple question, guys. And guys, make sure you do me a favor. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. Make sure you're hitting that like button. And if you're brand new here, all you got to do is subscribe. All you got to do is subscribe. And we'll play. We'll probably play for 30, 45 minutes. Depends, right? It all depends. Next question. What country gave the United States the Statue of Liberty? That's an easy one, guys. Which country gave the United States the Statue of Liberty? Bum, 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 bum. Wow. Jaden. First one on that I'm seeing. Jaden with France. That is correct. Jaden, you got 2, my friend. Jaden has 2 to everybody's wah, wah, wah. You got to be quick, friends. You got to be quick. All right. Here's another one. Sean Bond, you were close. You were right behind him. Anybody can answer. Anybody can answer. If you want to tag some friends, phone some neighbors, wake some kids, let's get some friends in here. Let's see if we can build this room up and have some fun. So mine accidentally added the S. I saw that. That might have cost you a second. Who knows? All right, next question. Next question. How many bones? How many bones are in the human body? How many bones are in the human body? I'm looking for a number. I'm looking for a number between 1 and 1 million. How many bones are in the human body? Jaden with 206. Oh my gosh, Jaden is going to walk away with the bragging rights on the comeback trivia night here in Gummyland. So yeah, that's correct. 206 bones in the human body. So thank you for all the hearts and smiles and tapping and all that kind of stuff. Thank you for all this coming in here. Thank you for all that. I see it on the screen. I appreciate you, friends. Jaden is AI. Maybe so. Maybe so. Are we ready for the next question? Because here we go. You only know, I get it, you know? Some people know things, some people don't. And right now, I'm only showing 4 people in the room, so you never know. Hey, Paxton, and welcome in. How we doing, friends? We're playing trivia, so make sure you're hitting that right up there, the thumbs up. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. And here we go. Where is the Bermuda Triangle located? Where is the Bermuda Triangle? Thank you, Paxton. Where is the Bermuda Triangle located? Dun, dun, dun. Nee, 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 nee. La, la, la. Wrong. The Bermuda Triangle is not in Asia. Bermuda. All right. Which ocean is the Bermuda Triangle located in? How about that? In a place. Jaden with Atlantic is the correct answer. Atlantic Ocean is the correct answer, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, and not the Pacific. Hey, Tommy, how are you? Not the Pacific, but it was the Atlantic Ocean is where the Bermuda Triangle is located. Now we're going to have a science question. Yes, you said a place, but that you would have to be a slight bit more specific, my friend. Which planet is closest to Earth? Which is our closest neighboring planet? Which planet is closest? Planet, Paxton. Planet, my friend. It is not Mars. It is not Mars. It is not Mars. I hear you, Barry. Come on now. How are you? Welcome in. Venus is not the correct answer. What planet is closest to Earth? Which planet is closest to Earth? It is not Venus. Not the moon. Moon is not a planet. The moon, not Jupiter. Not Jupiter. Come on, folks. You got this. Somebody besides Jaden. It is not Uranus. It is not. It's not Melmac. Oh my gosh. What planet is closest to the planet Earth? Oh my gosh, people. Come on now. There's not but 9 of them. 8 if you don't count Earth. Which planet is the closest to Earth? A simple Google search would probably answer this question. There you go, Sean Bond with Mercury. Sean Bond, oh my God. That one only took a few minutes, right? So now we have Jaden with 4 in first place. So we have Sean Bond with 1 in second. All right. Where in the White House is the Oval Office located? Where in the White House is the Oval Office located? Total recall. Where in the White House? Not in the middle. We must be more specific. We must be more specific. Not in the middle. So where in the Oval Office is the it's in a wing. It's in a wing, but not the left wing. Where in the White House? The White House is located in Washington, D.C., but where in the White House? Not the right wing. Come on now. Think about it. They don't have left wing and right wing. Where? There's more information right there, Jaden. In the back of the front wing. Come on now. Where is the Oval Office located in the White House? Which wing? Which wing? Not the middle wing. Come on, guys. You hear about it all the time. You hear about it all the time. Do we have to bypass this one? We're bypassing in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is in, ready for this? The West Wing. The West Wing. So nobody got that one. Nobody got that one. All right. Here comes the next one. Lake Superior State University. Lake Superior State University offers questing licenses for what mythical animal? Lake Superior State University offers questing licenses for this mythical creature. What is the mythical creature? A cougar is not a mythical creature because a cougar actually exists. A mythical creature is a creature that does not really exist. Close. Can we be more specific, Paxton? Can we be more specific? Unicorn. You know what? I'm gonna give Jaden. I'm gonna give that to Paxton because they said bear unicorn. I don't know if they meant bear and then unicorn. So I'm giving that to Paxton with unicorn. Paxton now has 1 correct answer. So thank you for being here. Let's see here. All right. On average, what is something that the average American does 22 times a day? On average, the average American does this 22 times a day. What do they do? I don't know what throwing out means, but that's not that. It's not the answer. Throwing out the trash. Not 22 times a day. Open the fridge. That is correct. Sean Bond with the correct answer. On average, Americans, I don't miss a Tommy boy, opens the fridge 22 times a day. I know I don't. I don't either. I only average 19, so I'm not an average American. So thank you for the hearts, guys. Appreciate that. All right, we're just here. See you, Jaden. Thank you, friend. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. We might be here still, so come on back. The black box. The black box records the performance and conditions of an aircraft in flight, right? The black box on an aircraft. What color is the black box? What color is the black box on an airplane? Does anybody know? Wheel is not a color. Blue is not correct, Mr. Tommy Boy. Black is not correct either. Black is the incorrect answer. What color is the black box on an airplane? It's not gray. Gray is incorrect. Green is incorrect. White is incorrect. Green is incorrect. What color is the black box on an aircraft? It is not black. Not blanc, not red, not yellow. We're getting closer. Think about it. Think about it. What is a color that would show up? It's not metal color either. What is it? I'm going to give you a hint. It's a bright color that would show up. Not purple, not pink. Orange, Paxton with orange with the correct answer. Orange. The black box on an airplane is orange. That is correct. All right. Here comes the next question. This is funny. What kind of doctor invented cotton candy? What kind of doctor invented cotton candy? No, it is not. No. A bad one. A type of doctor that invented cotton candy. Not a surgeon. What type of doctor invented cotton candy? Does anybody know? A cotton candy. No, we're looking for a type of doctor. A type of doctor. No, it's not that, Mr. Tommy Boy. It is not that. What type of doctor invented cotton candy? Think about it. It's an oxymoron. See you, Jaden. Appreciate you, man. What kind of doctor invented cotton candy? Thank you. Sean Bond with the correct answer. A dentist. A dentist invented cotton candy. Can you believe that? Not an eye doctor. An eye doctor will be an optometrist. What state banned margarine? Woohoo! Yes. What state banned margarine for 72 years to protect their dairy farmers? What state banned margarine for 72 years to protect their dairy farmers? You are not allowed to sell margarine in this state. Think about it. What state? Not Iowa. Iowa would be the one Iowa sells corn, right? So that's not the answer. That's not the answer. Because it's corn. You're a little bit behind. It was not Montana. What state is known for their dairy products, a particular dairy product? What do you think? Think about it. If you're a football fan, who has the cheese heads? Wisconsin! There you go. Wisconsin. Mr. Tommy Boy is on the board. Mr. Tommy Boy on the board with 1. We have Jaden with 4. Sean Bond with 3. Paxton with 2. Mr. Tommy Boy with 1. What animal? Wisconsin, you said it twice. Which animal is constitutionally protected in Florida? What animal is constitutionally protected in Florida? There's an animal that is constitutionally protected in Florida, and it's not what you think. It's y'all are late with the states, y'all. We're talking something else right now. What animal is constitutionally protected in Florida? What animal is constitutionally protected in Florida? We're going to do the first one to 10. First to 10. First person to 10. We've got 1 with 4, 1 with 3, 1 with 2, and 1 with 1. Gator's a good answer, but that's not correct. And we're looking for an animal that is constitutionally protected in the state of Florida? Jaden's still in the states. Jaden's still talking states. Buzzard is not the correct answer. We are looking for an answer, not a B. Not a B. Looking for a correct answer. What animal is constitutionally protected in the state of Florida? I'm going to give it one more chance. One more chance. Not an agulator. Pigs. Sean Bond with the correct answer. Pigs is the correct answer. Matter of fact, pregnant pigs. There you go. Pregnant pigs is really the correct answer. So here's a funny trivia question. A funny trivia question. Cows. Cows produce 3% less milk when they listen to what kind of music? Cows produce 3% less milk when listening to what kind of music? Do we know? What kind of music do cows listen to? Not classical. Hello, Turpin Travels. Welcome in. Not classical. Jane's behind. Hip hop. They break their hips. That is not the correct answer. But who studied this fact that they got 3% less milk? I don't know. I don't know. Jane is behind. Not rap music. Jane's still talking about pigs. Not techno. Not techno. There's not many more genres. Not rock and roll. Not rock and roll. It's only rock and roll, but I like it. That is not the correct answer. We're looking for something other than rock and roll. Not that either, Paxton. Not Kendrick Lamar. What kind of, not metal. Good answer, though. Good answer, Mr. Tommy Boy. We're looking for the type of music that cows produce 3% less music to. Y'all ready? Country, Paxton with country. That is correct. Country music. Jaden is behind. Pregnant pigs. All right. So right now we got Jaden with 4. Sean Bond with 4. Paxton with 3. Mr. Tommy Boy with 1. It's a race to 10. It's a race to 10, y'all. Oh my God! I'm trying to think. Trying to find a easy one. Oh, what is the 5th decimal digit of pi? What is the 5th decimal digit of pi? Bum bum na 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 dun 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 dun. First decimal digit of pi. Sorry. 5th decimal digit of pi. Nope. 5th decimal digit of pi. Not 5, not 3, not 1. What was it? 9. Turpin Travels with 9. That is correct. Turpin Travels. The 5th decimal digit of pi is 9. There you go. There you go. Turpin Travels. Congratulations. You are on the board. What famous country singer once lost in her own look-alike contest? True fact. What 5th decimal digit? So they might be 5th digit, but 5th decimal digit, I think. Yes, Turpin Travels with Dolly Parton. That is correct. That is correct. Next question. Who was the lead actress in the movie Pretty Woman? Who was the lead actress in the movie Pretty Woman? It is not Tori Wilson. Ba-na-na, la la la. Julia Roberts, Mr. Tommy Boy. Mr. Tommy Boy now has 2 Mr. Tommy Boy with Julia Roberts. That is the correct answer. Let's see here. We're looking for another one that we can get on here. Okay, I'm not sure if this is accurate anymore. The question was, who was the lead actress in the movie Pretty Woman? And it was Julia Roberts. Just so you know. What kind of car was James Dean driving when he was killed in an accident? What kind of car was James Dean driving when he got killed in an accident? Turpin travels with Porsche. That is correct. It was not a Kia. Turpin travels now is 3. Do you know what kind of Porsche it was? Does anybody know what kind of Porsche it was? It was not. It was a Porsche Spider. It was a Porsche Spider. All right, next question. Taylor Swift won her first Grammy for what song? Taylor Swift won her first Grammy for what song? What song did Taylor Swift win her first Grammy? Bruce Springsteen. It's the name of a song by Taylor Swift for her first Grammy. Does anybody know? Not Shake It Off. I don't care for either, but this is a trivia question. Just trivia questions, y'all. What did Teardrop on My Guitar is not correct. Love Story is not correct. She won her first Grammy for what song? Does anybody know? Guys, thank you all for being here. White Horse. Paxton is correct with White Horse. We have a 3-way tie at the top with Jaden, Sean, and Paxton, all with 4. Turpin has 3. Mr. Tommy Boy has 2. All right. Here's a question. Now, we all know that we lost Prince 9 years ago yesterday. Y'all know that? Prince died on April 21st. Hello, Chad. Prince died on April 21st, 9 years ago. How many instruments is it documented that he could play? Documented. I'm sure he could play more, but it's documented that he could play how many? And it's more than 4, more than 15, more than 22. It is documented that he could play this many instruments. 36 is too high. 32 is too high. 40 is too high. 30 is too high. 29 is too high. 27, Sean Bond. That's the number I'm looking for. It is documented that he could play at least 27 instruments. All right. In the 2015, you said 27, where? Nope, I'm not saying that. Not on mine. Sean Bond was the first one, 27. So, yeah, but you said it afterwards. All right, here's the next question. At the 2015 Met Gala, it's what shows up on my phone first. I can't, yeah. Rihanna wore a yellow cape with a long train. Rihanna wore a yellow cape with a long train at the 2015 Met Gala. How many feet long was the train? How many feet long was the train of Rihanna at the 2015 Met Gala? Tommy Boy says 15. Tommy Boy is close. Turpin is correct with 16 right there. 16 is the answer we're looking for. So we now have a 3-way tie. We have a 3-way tie for second place between Jaden, Paxton, and Turpin. Sean Bond is first with 5. We're playing to 10. We're playing to 10 or 10 p.m., whichever comes first, and it's 9:50 p.m. right now. So we're playing for 10 more minutes or the first one to 10. Here we go. Next question. Who was the first Disney princess? Who was the first Disney princess? Snow White is correct. Turpin Travels. We now have a two-way tie at the top with 5 with Sean and Turpin Travels. What was the first food? The first food eaten in space. The first food eaten in space. What was it? Not honey. Not honey. The first food eaten in space was what? Not cheese. Not honey graham crackers. Not taters. Oh my gosh. The answers I'm saying are not ketchup. Not pureed meat. Not a banana. Not tomato. Not a Twinkie. The first food eaten in space. When you hear the answer, you're going to go, oh yeah, of course it was. What was it? What is the first food eaten in space, y'all? We've got 9 minutes till the game is over. Not Twinkie, Twinkie, little star. No, that's not correct. I'm going to give that to Mr. Tommy Boy because the answer was actually applesauce, but apple would be the food. So it is applesauce. So Mr. Tommy Boy is getting that one right there. Okay, he did say apple. The actual answer was applesauce, but we're going to go with that. What is the most stolen food in the world? Hey, Brian, what is the most stolen food in the world? We've got 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes, the first one to 10. The most stolen food in the world. Steak is not correct. Burgers is not correct. Fish is not correct. Grapes is not correct. Potato is not correct. Corn is not correct. The most stolen food in the world. Cheese. Sean Bond with cheese and moves into first place with 6. Just like that. And one ostrich egg equals in volume to roughly how many chicken eggs? So one ostrich egg equals how many chicken eggs? Not quite. 12 is not a correct answer. How many chicken eggs equals one ostrich eggs? On average, 100 is way too many. 13 is not right. 12 is not right. 50 is incorrect. 14 is incorrect. How many can it be? How many? 15 is incorrect. Bum, ba, bum. Turpin is close. Turpin is close. One ostrich egg equals, in average, how many chicken eggs? Not mac and cheese. Chad is close. Chad is so close. Turpin was so close. Oh my God. 24! Chad Ryan. Chad Ryan with 24. 2 dozen. Hello, Ember. 2 dozen. So Chad Ryan is on the board with 1. We're playing for 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes, our first 1 to 10. So, you didn't win nothing. You won 1 point. 1 point. We're playing to 10, y'all. All right. Which fast food company piloted a chicken-flavored nail polish? A chicken-flavored nail polish. Which fast food company. Fast food. There we go. Turpin Travels with KFC. Turpin Travels. Oh, we got a two-way tie. Two-way tie at top with Sean Bond and Turpin Travels at 6 each. At 6 each. Here we go. Here's one everybody should know. The samurai. The samurai were warriors in which Asian country? Samurai, warriors, Japan. Turpin Travels with Japan, and Turpin Travels moves into first place with 7 points. Sean Bond is close behind with 6. Next up is 4 with Jaden and Paxton. All right. What did Amelia Earhart do in 1928? What did Amelia Earhart do in 1928? We did not circumnavigate the globe. Mr. Tommy Boy with Fly Across the Atlantic. Mr. Tommy Boy with first woman to fly across the Atlantic. Mr. Tommy Boy now has 4 points. We've got 4 minutes to go, y'all. Blue airplane. In what year did Alexander Graham Bell apply for a patent on the invention of the telephone? What year did Alexander Graham Bell apply for the patent on the telephone? Not 1984. Not 1882. Not 2864. Chad Ryan is closest one so far. 1883 is not correct. 1880 is not correct. Not 64. It is 1800s, I can tell you that much. Not 1884. Not 1884. Not 87. Not 85. 1872 is close. Not 1888. 1878 is close too. Not 74. Not 75. 1876, Ember. 1876, Ember is on the board. We've got 3 minutes, guys. And we've got, right now, Turpin Travels is leading with 7, y'all. Turpin Travels is leading with 7. Here we go. What year was Napoleon defeated in Waterloo? What year was Napoleon defeated in Waterloo? I can tell you it's 1800 something. What year was Napoleon defeated in Waterloo? We've got 2 minutes, guys. It is not 1856. 1815. Who said Turpin Travels? 1815. Turpin Travels now has 8. Second place now has 6. Sean Bond. That is so yes, 1815 was the correct answer. How old was Loretta Lynn? How old was Loretta Lynn when she became a grandmother? How old was Loretta Lynn when she became a grandmother? Not 86 and not 16. $26 is incorrect. 14 is incorrect. 54 is incorrect. 56 is incorrect. 52 is incorrect. How old was Loretta Lynn when she became a grandmother? 34 is the correct answer, Jaden. Jaden now has 5. We have 1 minute. 1 minute. And what instrument did John Lennon receive when he was 7 years old? What instrument did John Lennon receive when he was 7 years old? Thank you, Ember. Not a flute. Not a flute. This is going to be the last question. What instrument did John Lennon receive when he was 7 years old? Not a fiddle. Not a piano, not a trumpet, not a guitar. Not a piano, not a guitar, not a trumpet. What instrument did he receive when he was 7 years old? Not a trombone, not bass, not a saxophone. Not drums. That's a good answer, though. I don't think this answer is going to change. Not a clarinet. Not a clarinet. This answer will not determine the winner. Not bells. Not a banjo. Not the bass. All about that bass, no trouble. Nope. Are y'all ready? Y'all give up? Y'all give up? Sometimes it's not bongo drums either. No, it's not. It's not a harp. But some people call it a type of harp, but it's not a harp. Not a turbo. Not a tuba. Y'all ready? Y'all give up? You don't give up. The answer, not a kazoo. Close. Close. Think about it. Think about it. Bucket with a string thing. It wasn't that either. Doing, 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 doing. No, it wasn't. What is it? What is it, friends? Amber, I think I know it's a harmonica. Harmonica. I'm going to give that to Amber. It's harmonica. So here's the final score, y'all. Thank y'all for playing. Appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out. Final score with one was Chad Ryan. Bringing up the rear was Chad Ryan with 1. Next was Ember with 2. Ember had 2. Then we had a 2-way tie between Paxton and Mr. Tommy Boy for 4. Again, remember, guys, this is all for fun. All for fun. Then we had Jaden with 5. Sean Bond with 6. And Turpin Travels with 8. So Turpin Travels got the big 8 and got the win. Turpin Travels, congratulations. And thank you all for playing. Chad Ryan, you were dead last, friend. Chad Ryan, you were dead last. That's okay. Somebody has to be last. Somebody has to be last. I hope you had fun. I'm going to definitely rigged. I'm going to try to do this again. I don't know how. Sorry, I get it. No worries. It's tough on this with the connections. Everybody's winner because everybody came and hang out. And maybe you met some new people here. Maybe you met some new people here on the Gumby channel. Make sure, guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscriber. Yeah, if you're not first, you're last, right? So yeah, we all have fun doing trivia. So hopefully I'll be able to do it again in the future. Yes, love you all. Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you do me a favor, and yes, thank you, Jaden. I appreciate that. And spread the word, man. Just tell somebody about me, and I appreciate it. Okay, tag me if you're a creator. Tag me in your videos, all that fun stuff, and we'll grow this channel together. All right, peace out. Love you guys. See you next time.